Hey guys, how's it going? This is One Bad Gamer here to, well, pretty much with the announcement of Pokemon Sun and Moon versions, I have been sitting here pretty much all day mulling out the ideas and theories I have for what we might see in those games, and I've just picked a couple of my theories for now. And excuse me a second. I just picked out a couple of my theories right now, and I wanted to talk about them with you guys. Just get them out there. I'll be doing these videos periodically, not really periodically, but I'll do these videos as time goes on when more spoilers and reveals for the games come out, going over what theories have changed, what new theories I may have, and what theories I pretty much had to take off because they were debunked by the reveals. So, just getting these started. Obviously, the first big one is this region. If it's a new region we're going into, and Pokemon Z is not, Pokemon Sun and Moon are not just strangely going to be a Black 2, White 2 for X and Y, then I can see Pokemon Sun and Moon being in a new region. That new region being the region that the strange souvenir that we were able to obtain through very annoying means comes from. For those of you who do not know, the strange souvenir was an item that you obtain in X and Y by talking to I think it was a camper. I'll have his character image pop up here. Basically, you talk to a trainer with this sprite in the hotels, I think 6 times. 6 times. And he gives you the strange souvenir, and the strange souvenir basically states that it's some sort of. I really should have had this up. Hang on one second. An ornament depicting a Pokemon that is venerated as a protector in some region far from Kalos. Basically that. So. That also then goes to say that the strange souvenir could be a baseline design of what we might see the legendaries from Sun and Moon looking like. So there's that. The next one comes from next one comes up is basically a continuation on what Gaijin Goomba said in his video that he just uploaded today. So yeah, this whole idea of me doing this video came from seeing Gaijin Goomba's video. But the games will revolve around the Japanese theme and will be returning to a Japanese location. Because I do agree with him that basically with the titles being Sun and Moon, it might have something to do with the legendaries being based off of, and this goes into my next theory, the deities of Japanese mythology, with the 2 main legendaries more than likely being designed loosely with their themes or whatnot, because obviously not their appearances, off of Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi, and possibly the 3rd legendary being either loosely based off of Susanoo, Hinokagutsuchi, or even one of their parents, Izanagi and Izanami, or all the legendaries we see in this region will each be based off of Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, Susanoo, Izanagi, Izanami, Hinokagutsuchi, things like that. So there's that possibility, and that'd be pretty cool if each of the legendaries, including the mythical Pokemon, are based off of those. What is it? The games will have this is a theory that I have, which basically would be rehashing Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald in a sense. But then you could also they could tweak it up with what I'll get into next after this. But the games will have two rival villain teams, or they could have each one is version specific. So basically, if you're playing Sun, you would be what I would call Team. The villain organization would be what I call Team Dawn. If you're playing the Moon version, it would be Team Dusk, or they could flip-flop it so that, like in the Moon version, Team Dawn is trying to extend the day cycle, and they get the legendary by capturing the Moon legendary. Team Dusk in Dawn version, capturing the legendary, the Sun legendary, which would stop stop the Sun cycle and this goes into what I was saying next, each of the teams will be fighting to obtain the game-specific legendaries to meet their goals to extend the day or night cycles. So if they go with the original theory that I had was basically Team Dawn would be going after the Sun legendary to use his powers to extend the sun, Team Dusk would be going after the Moon legendary to use his power to extend the night, or they could flip it around and have Team Dawn is trying to capture the Moon legendary to so that it will stop the night cycles, and Team Dusk captures the Sun legendary to stop the day cycles. That's one theory, and actually I kind of like the second theory, so that way it's not a 100% rehash of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where basically Team Magma captures Groudon and loses control of him, and Groudon causes the land to expand. Kyogre is caught by Aqua and causes the sea to expand. It's one or the other, really, with that. And then getting onto the last of my theories, basically is more than likely we're going to see a post because this is the weird thing is they've been focusing a lot on Zygarde and I forgot the name. Excuse me, I forgot the name of that machine Pokemon thing. She'll pop up in a moment. They've been focusing a lot of that on production material recently, but but in the case of Zygarde, we're not getting a Pokemon Z from the looks of it. So I've been wondering what they're gonna do with that. And then I thought about what Gyan said, where basically we could Sun and Moon could basically be treated like Gen 2 was to Gen 1. So Gen 7 could basically be treated as a sort of sequel to Gen 6. And the post game would probably be how they would do it. Whereas basically it's possible where in the post game you can return to Kalos, and then the post game story, like how we had the Delta Saga's post game story revolve around Rayquaza. Gen 7's post game could have the Zygarde story, which would talk about how you go back to Kalos, your character goes to Kalos, and gets wrapped up in events that lead you to capturing Zygarde. It's just a theory I have, but I have a feeling basically that might be how they will incorporate Zygarde, because otherwise I have no idea how that's going to happen, because they're, like I said, they're really focusing a lot right now on Zygarde and his ultimate forms and whatnot. That's going to be the next movie, so unless they're going to patch that into Oris or X and Y with DLC, I honestly have no idea what they're going to do with Zygarde. But that's pretty much it. That's basically my theories right there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know about your theories. So, this is One Bad Gamer signing out, and I will see you all next time. Peace.